In a world driven by data, one vulnerability is all it takes. Cyber threats don't knock, they break in. Learn to think like an attacker. Defend like a professional.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. How are you all? Today I remember that I have to say good evening, not good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening, Aditi. My name is Vaibhav. Call me Vaibhav, okay? Don't call me sir. It is also the same culture in my company that to the seniors we call them by their names, not by sir and ma'am. Okay, so call me Vaibhav. Okay, good. Good evening, Ramcharan. Good evening, Aditya. Can I know what the duration of this internship? That you will ask to the court, okay? Joel, can you answer this question? You can contact to the admin team and they will answer regarding this. Okay? Okay, Priyanka. Good evening, Apranji. Good evening, Shravan, Shivam, Adityanath. Okay. So already what?
Hello, have you said anything?
Yes, I'm saying check the chat box and can you reply to the Priyanka regarding this question? Like the duration of internship, something like that. She's asking, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so guys, tell me what is the today's topic we have? Okay, so Jael has answered in the chat section. Okay, it is of 3 months. So if from forward, if you have any query, you can contact to the HR team or your assigned mentor. Okay, guys. OS operating systems. Okay, Mona. Okay, so what do you all mean by operating system? Tell me. OS and system security. Okay. Shri. What do you understand by OS operating system? Why is it important and why is it important to discuss it in cybersecurity? Why is it important to understand this? Anyone? If anyone wants to open his or her mic, he or she can, or you can text in the chat section to interact with Kanal. Okay, good Adeshri. It's an interface between user and system. Okay, Lokesh. It's an intermediary between user and computers. All right. Interface between user and system. Good. Okay. So you all know that operating system that you are seeing like a Google Meet. We are doing Google Meet and the things don't happen in the same way in our hardware. To make it user friendly and to make it convenient for the user, we need to have OS, operating system. It is like a middleman. Okay. Okay, guys. So let me share the PPT. Okay, then we will start. And a simple question that you all got the PPTs for session 1 and 2 now? I have shared it with the team. You all got it or not? No. No. So Joel, can you arrange that I have shared the PPTs so you can provide that drive link to them? I have shared it with the team. Hello, Joel. Okay, team. So I will contact to the admin. Okay, they will arrange the PPTs. I will share. I will make them know. Also, session recordings haven't got yet. Okay. I will talk to them regarding this. Okay, it will be available by today end. Okay, so let me share the PPT. So I hope my screen is visible to you all. Okay, Sujit. Okay. Okay. So operating system and system security. So what is an operating system? We have talked about it. And types of operating system, user information, file system, system hardening, and hands-on basics. Okay, so these are some of the things that we are going to talking about. Okay, so as we have talked, before we talk about like hacking or security, something like stuff, I want to ask you one simple question. If I remove Windows or Linux from your computer, will your laptop work? Reply, guys. If I remove Windows or laptop from your laptop, will your laptop work? No, Nikhil, no Priyanka, no Priyanka. Okay, guys. Yes, exactly. No, because the operating system is the brain of the computer. Yes. The operation is like a brain. If I remove your brain, you will not function properly. Okay, you are dead. So OS operating system is like a middleman between hardware and is at the bottom. Application are at the top. Between application and hardware, OS is like middleman. OS need to schedule processes. Yes, Kunal. It is a base for the PC. Yes, Nikhil. Okay, so OS control everything in between. So I will give you one example. Your body is hardware and your brain is OS. If someone controls your brain, they control your entire body. So you have to have control on your OS. That's why you can do any task on your laptop, computer, mobile phones, etc. Okay, so tell me what is the operating system is in our mobile phones? What do you call it? Android. Okay, Android is not operating system. So tell me Android is made from which operating system? Okay, iOS is good. Okay, but Android is made from which operating system? Linux. Good, Aditya. Android is made from Linux. Good, Subhajit. Good, Hemant. User system. Okay. Windows. No, Subhajit. Android is not of Windows. It is from Linux. Windows previously launched its own operating system, but they failed. No one used it. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's sink in. Next slide. So that we have talked about what is an operating system. An operating system is a system software that manages hardware, runs our applications, control user access, and example we have talked Windows, Linux, and macOS. Okay. Okay. So tell me the types of operating system. Okay, I have already talked about them. So tell them somewhat. I can tell you one thing. Parrot OS. That is a part of Linux. Parrot OS, Ubuntu. These are all Linux types. Not different. Like we have Windows 10, Windows 11, like same. These are like Linux is open source. Okay, so anyone can make changes in the code, and it can even if you know some coding, you can take the code of Linux and you make some changes, and you can launch your own operating system. Okay, so there is no difference. Linux is open source. Anyone can make changes and they can launch their own operating system. That's why Parrot OS, Debian, Unix, Ubuntu, Kali Linux, these all are launched because it is open source. Anyone people make changes and they launch their own operating system from Linux. Okay. Okay. So not all operating systems are the same. Different OS are made for different purposes. Okay. Okay. So Windows is one of the most easy to use operating system, and most commonly used, and also most attacked. Windows is the operating system which has most of the attacks on it. Okay, not Linux, not anything else. Why do you think it is? Why Windows get attacked so much? What reason comes in your mind regarding it? Why do Windows attacked so much? Open source? No, not open source. Windows is not open source. Open source, what do you all mean by open source? Open source is like anyone can use it for free. Windows is not free. When you buy a laptop, you get a subscription for it. You are using the paid services of Windows, not free. Windows is not free. Because it is largely used. Because of users. Yes, exactly. Because attackers go where maximum users are. So maximum users are in Windows, so they attack Windows so much. And Linux is open source. Okay, first of all, most important thing, Linux is open source, used in servers and used by hackers and defenders, both. If you want to work in cybersecurity, Linux is not optional. One thing you have to make understand: if you want to work in cybersecurity, Linux is not optional for you. You have to learn Linux. It is the backbone of this field. All things happen, maximum things happen in Linux on the higher end. Okay. Oh, let me check the PPT first. Okay. So Mac OS. Who all people have Mac OS? And tell me, who guys have the Mac OS? Anyone there who has Mac? MacBook? Okay, no one. Okay, so okay, tell me why people want to use Mac OS. Mac OS, or you can say iOS. Security, more secure. Good. More secure. Yes. Fast secure, more secure. Okay, performance. No, not performance preferably, but okay, somewhat you can say security, strong encryption. Okay. So it's like strong permission system. Okay, it has so much control on their system, and they invested so much time and effort to make this type of OS that not can easily hacked. Okay, even if you forgot some of the passwords, it is difficult for you only to generate a new password and to get the access of your laptop or computer. You have to go to the Apple Store for that. It makes so much genuine, so much hard that if your phone got robbed, it is very much hard for the snatcher that he can open your Apple phone or laptop easily. Okay, so it is very less attacked and but not immune. Okay, and its cracking code is not public, even not available for government. Yes, Amen. Government can access anything, but not so easily. If Apple wants it, then only easily. Okay, but in some cases, government can. Government has very much power. Okay, so what is server OS? I think most of you not recognize it. Or if anyone knows, you can tell me. GUI. It new. Apache. Yes. Apache. Yes, you can see somewhat Apache. Not properly, but yes, somewhat Apache. Handle heavy work OS that host a server. Yes. Okay, oh machine. No sir, even government also don't have. They deny to share with government. Okay, month. Okay. Okay, month. Okay. So server source is like runs website. Okay, where you run your website as you are told, you all are right that it runs website and it runs databases. Performance over consumer OS. Okay. Yes, Nikhil. It runs your databases and your websites run on this OSs. Okay, server OS. And one of the most important thing from all of these four OS, which OS do you think is most like a single mistake can harm thousands of people? Very sensitive OS from all four. Server OS. Yes, Alishi, correct. Because server OS is like where whole website is uploaded. Okay, so you hear a recent case about Cloudflare fault, like all the website chat GPT and all got server 404 error, the Cloudflare mistake. Yes, the same thing happened. They uploaded, they committed some bug update in their software, and because of Cloudflare down, almost very big website got down, because Cloudflare is one of the most used services, third-party services by the companies like LinkedIn, ChatGPT, and many more. Okay, even my college website EMS using Cloudflare as a security service. So do you know why you use Cloudflare? Why the websites use Cloudflare? Tell me, guys. Why Cloudflare is used? Reverse proxy. Okay, business me. Good. Anyone else? More. It do much more work. Reverse proxy is one of its work. Tell me more things. Serverless computing. Not serverless computing. I'm sorry. Okay, so it's work as like a CDN, like a content delivery network. Okay, and it's like a proxy server, like you all told me, and it works as a different security layer. It is reliable, and it enhances your website speed and security. Okay, so mainly it is work like a load balancer to your website. More secure and protective from website. Yes, Saurabh. Okay. So let's move forward. Okay. So why OS matters so much? Okay. So if I hack your operating system, listen carefully, guys. If I hack your operating system, I don't need to hack anything else. You all are agree with this point? With this line? If I hack your operating system, I don't need hack anything else. Don't need to hack. Yes, correct. Because OS controls your files, OS controls your all users that created, OS controls network access, everything. OS controls everything. If I can access your OS with admin permissions, I can access anything in your computer easily. Yes, Goshi. Yes, Manjeet. Yes, I'm sir. Okay. So I give you one real example. Okay. If ransomware attack, you all heard about ransomware attack. If ransomware attacks a system, it does not attack Chrome or Word. It attacks the operating system and locks everything. You all agree with this point? Yes, because the ransomware is one of the attack where operating system got attacked, and if I get access of your operating system, I will lock all your files, and you cannot do anything in your computer. Else, if I give you the breaking codes or the pin. Okay, so it is one of the example that I can give you. Okay, so let's move forward. What do you all mean by users and accounts? I think one of that you have used it anytime in your laptop. One time I think you have used it or not. User and account in your computer. You have created another user in your computer. Yes, a guest. Yes, exactly. Guest users. Yes. So it is also important. Okay. So I can give you the example that I got laptop from my company, the company's laptop, and they have their own admin access to the computer, but they created a new user named Vaibhav, my name, and they give me a limited access of their computer, not computer, laptop, not full access, but much access. So they created a new user account named Vaibhav. So that's how user and accounts got used. Okay, but they still have all the admin powers on my laptop. Okay, guys. So OS has users, operating system has users. Users decide power. So let me explain clearly. Admin or root, it's like a God mode. We can say admin or we can also say it root. It is like a God mode. It can access anything in your laptop. It can do anything with your laptop. And then second, root access. Yes, Kunal. And then comes normal user that has limited power. Like I have limited powers on my company's laptop. Okay, because they make me like a normal user, not admin or root user. If I have to install any website with the root access, I have to first raise a ticket to my company that they give me some time admin access, and so I can install them, or they do by themselves. Okay, so these are like permissions. So I tell you one important security privileges. Yes, exactly, Adeshri. We can say privileges. They didn't give me any privileges on my laptop. So important security rule: never use admin account for daily work. I prefer you that you create 2 accounts on your laptop or mobile, not mobile phone, laptop. One is admin and one is your daily work user, and you use your daily work user for your daily purposes. Only use your admin mode user when you need it urgently. Okay, so when you need to install any software, when you need to access anything with admin permissions, okay, then only use admin. Because if you got hacked, your normal user account will get hacked, and your all files will be safe, because the hacker can't have the admin access, because it is not hacking the admin user, it is hacking the normal user. That is you. Okay, so never use admin accounts for daily work. Okay, because if malware enters, it gets the same power as you. If you are root, then malware also get the same power as your root. Okay, You all are getting it? Reply, guys. Okay. Okay. So let's move forward. So permissions and access control. What do you all mean by read, write, and execute these permissions? Permission. Answer one simple question. Who is allowed to do what? Can modify. Okay. Okay, guys. Admin has all access. Yes, Arvind, correct. Admin has all access. Yes, Aditnath. Yes. When you share any drive link, it first asks na that you have to tell, like you want to give it only read permission or like make changes permission also, write permission also, like this example. Guest have read and execute feature. Yes, correct. Not execute, I think. Execute only some types, not all. Because to execute also some cases you need to have admin permissions. Like when you install softwares like VS Code or GitHub on your laptop, you need to have admin permissions to install it. That is also you want to have execute permission. Okay, to install it you also want to have execute permission. Okay, Arvind. Okay, so read means see the file, write means change the file, and execute means run the file. Okay, so can you give me some real life example? One minute, yes. Yes. Give me one real life example. Read means BIOS info. Okay. So let me give you one real life example. Permission stop. Also, you all have your UMS like system, na? Your LP website or like something where you can see your attendance and these all things. So permission stop one student from accessing another student's data on the same system. Still, you have the same system, but you cannot access the data of one student from another. Like if you are Arishri, you cannot access the data of Arvind. Okay. And this is why the Linux is most powerful in security. Okay, these are some of the cases of Linux. Linux is so powerful in security because you can configure anything. Office employees have read access and write access, not have new software installation, and we cannot able to see other users use. Yes, correct, Arvind. Okay, let me move forward. File system. So, do you all heard about LTFS, Exit4 and EPFS? So, who can give me the full form of all these file systems? Okay, Arvind. Okay, and rest two. Extended file format. Okay, Apple file system. Okay. So NTFS is like a hierarchical. Okay, like if you made one folder, you can make another folder in that. You can make another folder in that, like this. Except for is not like same. You can make the another user and you can make another files in that also. It is like totally different. Okay, and APFS is like the same. So why is file system are needed? Like why is it important to have file systems? Files are not just randomly stored. OS follows the strict rules to save the files. This is one of the major use case of OSs to handle the files in our system. Okay, Manjeet, correct. File system organizes data and they enforces permissions and they supports encryption also to store files in the specific sector. It's correct, Arishi. So file system. So let me give you one example. If file system is weak, your data corruption and leakage happens. Okay. Like let me give you one example. Okay. Someday before I made a shortcut for my one app. Okay. And I saved that app file on my desktop first. And I made a shortcut for that on my desktop. But by mistake, I changed its location and I even forgot where I saved it. And when I tried to open it, it said the file position has changed. You cannot, the shortcut no longer is there, present, is no longer present. So from 2 days, I am still finding that app and I am not found it. So now I am going to delete it and install it again. Okay. So these are the some use cases that it is very important to handle the files. So let's move forward. Okay, Nikhil. System hardening. What do you mean by system hardening? Tell me, guys. No need to hesitate. You can tell anything. If you are wrong, no worries about it. Max security mode. Okay. So easy. Almost correct, Aditya. Okay, Arvind. So let me tell you, system hardening means closing unnecessary doors. Okay. Like we have to make it more secure. Like Aditya said and Arvind said, it is correct. Let me give you an example. Unused services. Unused services is like open doors. Like releasing one which attack applying security control. Yes, Nikhil and Moana. So let me ask you a question. If your port 80 is open or any port is open and you are not using it, is it okay that your port is still on? You want to close your port, na? That if you are not using it, then why is it open? Anyone can access that through your port. If he or she is in the same network, he or she can access your port. Okay, like when we use Nmap, the Nmap tells you which ports are open in the system. Network mapper, right? So if you are not working on any port, then close it. So like unused services, open doors. It's like open doors. We have to close them first. Close advantage switches in OS. Yes, correct. Old softwares is like broken locks. If you have old software, it is like broken locks. It has many bugs. The updates, software updates is came when they have bugs in it. They have some problem in it. They launched patches for that problems. So they launched a new app called update. So you always have to be updated with your all applications. Open services are vulnerable and easy for hackers to enter into system. Yes, correct, Kunal. Exactly. Backdoors. Yes, Adeshri. So you have to be always up to date with your softwares. Always. So there is a command I can tell you, winget. Winget dash update. You can run this command in your PowerShell or command prompt. Winget dash update all. By this command, you can update all your softwares in your system by only one command. It will search the updated application software. If they have any, you can update from that one command only. Okay, winget update all. Okay, so keep move forward. Or the last line I can say, most systems are hacked not because hackers are smart, but because admins are careless. Like you all, if you are careless, your system got hacked. It is not because the hackers are so smart that they hack your system. No, you are so stupid. You make some silly mistakes in your computer or mobile that you got hacked easily. Systems are weak. Yes, Adeshani. Someone unknown person messaged you on WhatsApp that this is your photo and please download your photo and tell me something. You clicked it by not verifying it, so your system got hacked easily. That is your silly mistake. Not hacker is smart. He sent you a simple photo from unknown number, but you clicked it, downloaded it, auto downloaded it. So hackers are not smart. You have made some silly mistakes. So let's move forward again. Malware and OS. Okay, so malware does not float in air. It runs on your OS. Okay, so first tell me, what do you all mean by malware? Malicious code, malicious code. Yes, correct. It is like any code. You can see any code. If it is harmful for your system, it is called malicious code or malicious software. And I can integrate a bug or software from any app, from any image, and I can send you that image. If you clicked on it, the code got run automatically and your system got hacked. Easy. Harm or deception to computer. Yes, correct. Through the code. Malicious malware is through the malware you can harm or disrupt your computer. Okay, Mona? Through malicious software. Okay. So malware needs OS permission. So malware can't run automatically. It needs OS permissions to run. And antivirus is like plus update reduce risk. If you have antiviruses and you have all updated softwares, it reduces your risk to get hacked. And users are the weakest link. Okay, so you users are the weakest link who can hack easily. Not your system, nothing. If you are the weakest point that hacker can target easily to get hacked. Your system is not weak, you are weak. Okay. Identify the block malware is present in the system. Yes. That is why antivirus uses. Yes, Arish, correct. Okay. So last night I can say one cracked software downloaded can destroy the entire system. If you downloaded a small cracked software, then your system got hacked easily. Your entire system got hacked. By one a simple image, your entire system got hacked. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, so this Linux type we will do tomorrow, and let me tell you one thing. I think tomorrow I will make you download like WSL to work on. Okay, so do you know what is WSL? Do you all know what is WSL? No, WSL is like Windows subsystem for Linux. You don't need to install the proper Linux in your computer. Okay, you can install a simple instance of your Linux, and you can run it on Windows itself. Okay, so I will share one video today with you all, or I will make you download it in tomorrow class. Okay, WSL. So we can test some of the things, or I will think about it by today. Okay, like VMware. Okay, yes. So do you all guys have VMware on your system installed already? Tell me, guys. Okay, okay. Anyone who is not installed VMware? Okay, you all have VMware. Okay, okay, that is fine then. We will not install. We will not install WSL. We will use VMware itself. Okay, okay, okay. Very good, guys. Nice, nice. VirtualBox. Oh, no problem. It is same. VirtualBox or VMware, anything. Nikhil. Okay, Nikhil. So by tomorrow you will install VMware. Okay, and you can download the. Okay, so I will share one video. You can see that video, and by step you can download VMware and install Linux in it. Okay, because it is time consuming process. It is like 1.5 hour process. So we can't do it in class live. Okay, so I will share a video. Do it at today night or by tomorrow evening. So we will go on with some hands-on experience. Okay. Okay, okay. I will share the video with the admin team, with the Joel. I will share it, so he will notify you all, and I will also notify them regarding the PowerPoint presentation. He will share them. He will share it to you. So okay. So let me do quizzes. Okay. So you all are ready with the quiz for the quiz? Quiz time. Quiz time. Okay. 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 I tried to make a quiz on Mentimeter, okay, but I don't know how its interface is not good. How it is working, I don't understand. Okay, so let me share this slide, okay. You all can join with it. So let me stop presenting my screen first. Okay guys, so let me share my screen if I can. Just a minute. So I think you all can see my screen. Okay, so scan this QR code on your mobile phone and join the link. Come on, come on. And give the answer for the first question. Okay, scan this QR code and join the quiz. If you face any problems, just text in the chat box. What is the role of an operating system? Okay, join it guys, join. So I think you all can join, right? join and respond, guys. Respond to the question, then I will move forward. Okay, 31 has joined and 22 got responded already. Okay, rest it. Respond to the answer. Question: what is the role of an operating system? Okay, 26 responded. 5 more. Okay, or more people joined. If you are facing any problem, you can text in the chat box. Done, sir. Done, sir. Done, done. Okay, done, done. 6 people more left. Respond fast, guys. 30. Okay, 4 more. 1 more added. Okay, guys. 31. Come on. Fastly respond. Only runs application, controls hardware and software, create networks, secure websites only. 2 more people left. Respond fast. Okay, so let me move forward. Let me show you the response. Only 1 person got wrong answer. Okay, so controls hardware and software. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. So are you all ready for the next question? Okay. Okay, so next question. Okay, so which OS is most commonly used in servers? Windows XP, Mac OS, Android, Linux? Tell me, guys. I think you all will get right answer to it. Okay. 20 more to go. Okay. 10 more left. 9 more left. 7 more left. 6 more. Come on, guys. Okay, so from tomorrow, you all have to join through laptops, okay? So you can do quiz easily and we can work some on VMware also. I think I will tell you from tomorrow or from day after tomorrow. I will check, okay? Because I think tomorrow also I have to discuss with you some theoretical part. Then I think I planned some practicals on next week. How many questions are there? Five, Nikhil. 5, not more than 5. Okay, so let's keep more forward. Okay, so 9% have done Windows XP, 1% has done Mac OS, 27 have done Linux. Okay, so let me show the correct answer. It is Linux, guys. Okay, not Mac OS, not Android, not Windows. Linux is the most commonly used in server. Okay. Okay. Server OS is there, but not so much used. But Linux is mostly used. Okay. So are you guys ready for the next question? This is our next question. Okay. Tell me the answer. What does least privilege means? No access, maximum access, minimum required access, guest access. First think, then reply, because there is no extra marks for replying fast. Okay. First read properly, then reply. 80 left. 14 more left. For tomorrow, I think I will find like platform where we can see the names that who is on the top, like who has given the most right answers, who got scored. So I will find like that website also, because it is like only the quiz type website Mentimeter, but I will find some website where we can got names and some exciting quizzes. Okay, so where we get like leaderboard or something, that you are at this rank, you got so much fast answer. That will be more exciting. I will find some these are our websites. So 7 people are left. Click the guys, click the answer. Okay. So let me show the response. Minimum required access. Okay. Only one has the no access. That one, whoever it is. So it is minimum required, I think so. Let me show the correct. Get it. So it is correct. Minimum required access is correct. Okay. There is no access, maximum access, because it's like least privileges. There are privileges, but they are least, not no. They are minimum. Okay. So next question. Which permission allows running a file? Tell me guys. We just discussed about competition में हो जाएगा. हाँ, yes Manji. I will find like that quiz. This is not, but I will find from tomorrow. Sir, use Kahoot. Okay. So if you all have some of the suggestions of any like quiz websites, so you can give me in the chat box. Okay. I don't know some of the websites. If you know some, you can tell me. 3 websites. I'm not going to pay for the paid versions. Okay. You can give me some free quiz maker websites where I can show like leaderboard or something like this stuff. Kahoot, I will save the name. Okay, Kahoot. I will save it. Okay. So you are all given the right answers. 30, 31 responded. Okay. More. 11 more. 32. Okay. 10 more. 10 more left. Okay. So let me show you the answers. Okay. So 4 have done read. 28 have done execute. Okay. Wrong guys. It is execute. Okay. Execute is correct. No read, not nothing. If you want some permission to run a file, it is execute. Simple. Execute means run. So last question for today. This is the last question for you all. What is system hardening means? Adding hardware, formatting disk, making OS harder to attack, or disabling antivirus. I think you all have to click the right answer. Okay. Leaderboard भी show करना है. Leaderboard है नहीं इसमें. Manjeet. In today's session we don't have leaderboard. That's why I ask some websites. Kahoot. I will try Kahoot. If you have some of the website suggestion more, which show leaderboard and these all things, you can send them their links or their names in the chat section, making OS harder to work in Apple. But you are not supposed to give the answers in the chat box. Okay. Okay. You have given the answer in the chat box. Okay. It is quiz. You have to answer there, not in the chat box. I am not asking you in verbally, okay? I am asking you in the MCQ. Okay. 1 more minute, guys. Click the answer first. No problem. Don't call me sir. My name is Vaibhav, okay? Call me Vaibhav. You can call me Vaibhav. Okay, so let me show you the answer then. Show responses. One has done adding hardware. That is wrong. One has done formatting disk. That is also wrong. Two have done adding hardware. Okay, and rest of them making OS harder to attack. Okay, so one is left, disabling antivirus. You can click that also if any of you want. Okay. So the correct option is obviously C. Oh, sorry, B. Making OS harder. We have talked about it. Okay. So first I have to stop presenting. Okay, guys. So this is nice session. Okay, let me close this first. And you all are ready for today's new thing to learn? Some unique. Yes. Okay. So attendance. What attendance, Nikhil? Okay, so you all know what is bug? Like you are coding something and you find any bug, you solve it. What do you mean by that bug? Why it's called bug? Not daily, but whenever I got chance, I got free, I will take classes. It is according to me, I think. Loophole, vulnerability or threat. Yes, vulnerability, error or loophole. Okay, so why we call it bug? Why didn't we call it problem or something else? Why we are calling it bug? Bug means coding error. But why bug? I don't think bug means coding errors. Flaw in code or error in code. That code perform out of expectations actions. It may allow unauthorized access. Okay. Because this is weekend to compromise system. Okay, but why the word bug? Why we are using bug? We all talk about debugging the code, but the term because recently because of why is it bug? Don't know. Okay, so let me tell you. We all talk about debugging code, but the term became legendary because of an actual insect. Bug is a word, but it is because of the actual insect. In 1947, Grace Hopper's team. Okay, his name is Grace Hoppers. He is at Harvard and found their Mark II computer. They have their computer called Mark II. Okay, and was delivering consistent errors. It is having error when there are. It is a talk of 1947. Though there are very big computers, not so small like we all have laptops or something. So they are having consistent errors. When they opened it up, the computer, they found a little moth stuck bug in the relay. Okay, moth stuck. You all know the moth stuck bug. The exact name is moth stuck. So they tapped the moth into their logbook. So when you all solve any problem in the big companies, you have to make the logs that today we have solved this problem and this problem caused by this problem. So we make it correct by this problem. Okay, so then in their logbook they write the entry first actual case of bug being found. They didn't write insect or something like this. They simply written first actual case of bug being found. So from that day, if any problem finds in our code or laptop or something, we call it bug. This is a simple story beside this. It is, we can say it problem, errors, anything, but bug is famous from a real name of the insect bug. Okay, so it is exciting for you. Whoever don't know about it, insect name moth. Yes, correct, Samrit. Okay, guys. Interesting. Yes. So from that day, we all calling. We are debugging our code. We are finding bugs in our code. We are finding bugs in the website, so we can hacking. So we are bugs. But it just came from my insect name. Okay, guys. So today's session is good for you. So you all have submitted feedback form now? That yesterday they asked. Okay. Okay, guys. So good night, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Okay. Sweet dreams. So Joel, you can close the session. Okay. Admin
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So guys, please kindly give the feedback. Okay, and fill the feedback forms.
And Joel, do share the drive link that I have shared yesterday, and I will share
Yeah,
some of the YouTube videos so they can download it easily. VMware.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.